It is a cold, rainy, and in some parts of the state, icy and snowy night in Maryland. But it is nice and toasty here at the Jack Manley Wellness and Athletic Center. Well, as toasty as it'll get, it is still pretty cold in here. As we are live for women's basketball action as the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals take on the Hagerstown Community College Hawks. Hello, folks. This is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all the action today, and we got an interesting matchup for you tonight. Catonsville comes into today's matchup off a two-game losing streak, sitting at 4-4. The Cardinals, despite having played some great basketball in the last couple of weeks, they've been struggling a bit heading into today's match, which is their first conference game of the season. They're coming off a 20-point loss to Harcum College, which was their second game of the season against Harcum, third if you count a preseason match. They are hoping to get big production out of their key players tonight, and they'll have to go up against a team that is facing an uphill battle from the start, and that is the Hagerstown Hawks. Hagerstown sits at 3-5 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. They're coming off a win that snapped a 4-game losing streak. They beat Nova 90-16, biggest win of the season for pretty much any team in Region 20. With that being said, Hagerstown is short-staffed tonight. They are missing several key players. So this game is going to be crucial for them, as it looks like they only have 5 players warming up, which means things could get a little hairy if somebody gets into foul trouble. We do have the starting lineups ready for you, so let's take a look at them right now. We start with the visitors from Hagerstown. Here's their starting lineup. Starting at center will be a sophomore number 10, Favor Okpali from Bowie, Maryland, graduate of Bowie High School. Starting at forward will be sophomore number 11, Saidat Abbas from Glendale, Maryland, graduate of Duval High School. Starting at forward will be sophomore number 13, Jariah Russell from Waldorf, Maryland, graduate of the Southern Maryland Christian Academy. Starting at forward will be freshman number 21, Michaela Rummel from Smithsburg, Maryland, graduate of Highland View Academy. Starting at forward will be freshman number 30, Taylor Beatty from Hagerstown, Maryland, graduate of South Hagerstown High School. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals here, their starters, so they do have a new starter in the lineup tonight. Starting at guard will be sophomore number 0, Destiny Perry from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Sparrows Point High School. Starting at forward will be freshman number 12, Alfreda Potter from Monrovia, Liberia, graduate of Carroll Christian High School. Starting at forward will be sophomore number 15, Amari McKnight from Clinton, Maryland, graduate of the National Christian Academy. Starting at forward will be freshman number 32, Kayla Cabbage-Stock from Baltimore, Maryland, graduate of Chesapeake High School. And starting at center will be freshman number 35, Jocelyn Fogel from Columbia, Maryland, graduate of Hammond High School. Cardinals taking to the court to warm up now. Game time is in about 9 minutes. Joining me today at our little broadcast table as serving as cameraman is Larry. Always good to have him back behind the camera. Cardinals are going to be wearing all white tonight with red numbers, red and black trim. Hagerstown, meanwhile, looks like they're going to be decked out in all black with white and green trim, and I believe white numbers. We'll be back in approximately 8 minutes, 40 seconds with the start of today's game. All set to get underway here. We have just one last-second change to the starters, and that's for Catonsville. It'll actually be freshman guard number 23, Lauren Russell, who gets the start out of Elkridge, Maryland, graduate of Pilate High School. She'll get the start over Jocelyn Vogel, it looks like. Hagerstown, all black jerseys, green numbers, white trim. Catonsville, all white jerseys with red numbers and black trim. And once again, Hagerstown very, very, very short staffed tonight. Just 5 players tonight for tonight's game are dealing with some injuries. Speaking of injuries, only notable player for the Cardinals not playing tonight is Anaya Tillery. Hasn't played since November 19th due to injury. She is on the sideline. It'll be Cabbage Stalk and Okpali at midcourt for the tip-off. Here we go. First game of a doubleheader. Men's coming up afterwards. And Hagerstown's going to win the tip-off. Abbas immediately has it stolen away by Cabbage Stalk. And Cabbage Stalk finds Russell. Russell to Perry. Perry over to McKnight. McKnight finds Russell once again. Now Russell. Quick passes for the Cardinals. McKnight goes for 3. Won't go. Rebound taken by Russell. Russell, pass out of bounds, was tipped out of bounds by a Hagerstown player. Possession will go over to the Cardinals. Good steal there to start things off for Kayla Cabbage Stalk. She's been a rebounding machine for the Cardinals, leading the team with 7.9 rebounds per game. This is a Cardinals team that focuses primarily on a fierce defensive attack with plenty of emphasis on steals. Lauren Russell for 3. Banks it down. First points of the evening go to Lauren Russell. She's a talented three-point shooter. Need to point that out. Tough, feisty player. Getting the start tonight. Good to see. Hagerstown trying to respond. 3-point by their Russell. That's Jariah Russell. Out of bounds possession to Catonsville. Jariah Russell's coming off a season-high 29 points last week in their matchup against Nova. That game, of course, that ended with a final score of 90-16, which, again, that's a score you don't see that often in basketball or any sport. Lauren Russell finds McKnight. McKnight, the tough veteran leader of this team. Deep pass over to Perry, the only other sophomore on the team. Perry, Russell for 3 again. Oh, so close, just bounces off the rim. Jariah Russell with the rebound. Russell passes out to Abbas. Abbas leading scorer for the Hawks, averaging 11 points per game. Okpali finds Russell. Cardinals trying to force them. Here's a shot, bounces around. That shot was taken by Michaela Rummel, and it finally does get tipped out of bounds. Hagerstown's going to keep possession here. Rummel's coming off a career-high 12 points last week. Does not play a lot of minutes, but gets the start tonight due to the injuries that Hagerstown is dealing with. Here's Rummel. Rummel to Abbas. Abbas looking for an opening. Goes back to Rummel. 5 seconds left of the shot clock. Rummel having trouble keeping it around and just passes it back to Alfreda Potter. Cardinals back on the attack. Risky pass there to McKnight. McKnight charges the basket, can't get it in. Rebound bounced around, and it's taken away by McKnight. Good heads-up play there by Amari McKnight, and the Cardinals look to reset. Perry, aggressive pass there. Cabbage Stalk kind of has it knocked. Was going for the pass. Oh, she steals it and makes up for that mistake. What a play there by Kayla Cabbage Stalk. Extends the lead to 5-0 for the Cardinals. Abbas finds Rummel. Rummel goes to Beatty. Beatty can't hold on to it. It's tipped into the hands of McKnight by who else? Cabbage Stalk. Great start to the night for her. McKnight to Perry. Perry puts it up and in. Cardinals are up 7-0 now. And now a steal by Destiny Perry, and the Cardinals back on the assault. Russell for 3. Oh, so close. Once again, just bouncing off the rim. Cardinals fully in control of this game so far. Here's Jariah Russell. Hagerstown trying to get something going. Russell goes to Abbas. Abbas, Russell, tough pass there. Russell trying to get forward, and a foul's going to be called. Looks like it's going to be against Destiny Perry. Yep, Destiny Perry. That's her first. So this will send Jariah Russell to the line to shoot 2. Hopefully give Hagerstown their first points. They get one in. Russell trying to go 2 for 2. No luck there. Rebound taken by Potter. Cabbage Stock finds Perry. Back underway we go. Perry tried to charge her way forward, but lost control of the ball. Goes out of bounds. Possession's going to go back to the Cardinals. Excuse me, to the Hawks. Perry, very good scorer for the Cardinals, averaging 11.6 points per game. Very consistent score, too, but every so often, she's a bit of that explosiveness. Rummel pulls up for the jumper. Long range, won't go in, takes a bounce. Rebound taken by Potter. Potter flips it to Cabbage Stock. Cabbage Stock back to Perry. Perry finds Cabbage Stock, but she has it stolen away by Abbas. Now Abbas trying to get out of a triple team here. Finds Beatty. And Beatty puts it up and in. Beatty coming off the bench tonight, a bench player, getting her first start of the season, looking just to get some more minutes in. Makes it 7-3. Potter, Cabbage Stock, pulls up for the jumper, and connects. Kayla Cabbage Stock makes it 9-3. It's a 6-point advantage for the Cardinals. Catonsville just getting off to a great start here. Here's Rummel, deep pass to her. Overshoots, but manages to get her own rebound. Gives Hagerstown a chance to shore up here. Abbas. Russell for 3. Off target, rebound taken by Cabbage Stock. Finds McKnight, and the Cardinals survive that encounter. Deep pass to Russell, steps back. Cabbage Stock, Perry. Perry, this is going to be close. Can't connect. Ooh. And Amari McKnight trying to get the rebound. Made a little too much contact there with Jariah Russell. That's going to be the second foul on the Cardinals. In come the subs for the Cardinals. Entering the game is going to be the freshman center, number 2, Milan Marable. The freshman forward, number 21, James Kirby Jackson. And the top scorer on the Cardinals, freshman guard, number 11, Anna Thomas. Thomas has had games where she has scored totals of 27 and 36 points this season, and immediately she gets a steal right off the bat. Thomas fouled on her way to the basket. Foul's going to be on Jariah Russell. That's her first. Hagerstown cannot afford to have any fouls. This will send Anna Thomas to the line to immediately start adding some numbers to her points total. First one is good. Thomas is a scoring machine. I mentioned before, 36 and 27 points in 2 of her last 3 games, averaging 15.5 points per game, 4.3 steals per game too. Probably the best defender and best all-around player the Cardinals have, but she's worked off of the bench much of this season. So if you're looking for your 6th Woman of the Year award for the Cardinals, give it to Russell. Excuse me, Thomas. Speaking of Russell, well, Lauren Russell tried to go for a steal there, but instead it was stolen back by Jariah Russell, and now we have a whistle. There's a disagreement there between the coaches, it looks like. Excuse me, the refs. Now, one thing Catonsville can count on tonight, with there only being 5 active players for Hagerstown, they can count on these Hagerstown players getting tired out, which could help a lot in extending this lead. Abbas. Who else? Thomas blocks that pass. Rolled around. Hagerstown somehow still gets it. 3-point attempt by Rummel won't go. Abbas tries to respond, and Perry gets the rebound. Perry tripped up with that pass, but still manages to get to Thomas. Thomas, tough shot to Marable, and it somehow worked. Milan Marable with her first points of the evening. As the timeout is called by Hagerstown. They need it. The score, 13-3. It's a 10-point deficit for the Hawks. It was expected that they were going to struggle tonight, what with there being so many inactive players. Down 10 already. We got about 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cardinals very evenly spread so far in terms of their scoring. All but 2 players who have gone out on the court so far for the Cardinals have scored at least once. Lauren Russell leads everyone so far with 3 points off of that big 3 that opened the scoring. Heading back out onto the court, it's going to be Perry, Thomas, Russell, Kirby Jackson, excuse me, and Marable. Russell, double teamed. Trying to get that pass, and it's stolen away by our Russell, Lauren Russell. Russell got to be careful. She has it stolen around. Ooh, there's a trip and a jump ball. Possession should go to the Cardinals. That was Taylor Beatty who held on to it. Abbas managed to trip up Lauren Russell, causing her to lose the ball, and Beatty scooped it up, but possession will go to the Cardinals. Here's Thomas calling out a play. Goes to Perry. Perry with the jumper, not enough power on it. The rebound contested, taken by Jariah Russell. Jariah's already up to 4 rebounds on the night so far, with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Rummel. Pauly. Back to Russell. Now Russell over. Oh! Tips of Rummel's sneakers were out of bounds. Possession's going back to the Cardinals. Another mistake here by Hagerstown. There have been plenty of them so far in this game. Here's Perry. Perry finds Russell for 3 and buries it. Second 3 of the game for Lauren Russell. Up to 6 points on the night for her, and it's 16-3. Abbas for 3. Little too high of an arc there. Oh, but Beatty able to grab the rebound. I mean, Charles, she's trying to jump on it to get a jump ball. Possession will go to Hagerstown. Cardinals were trying to signal that there was a travel there. Substitute coming in, Potter re-entering the game to replace James Kirby Jackson. Kirby Jackson's had a rough couple of games for the Cardinals. She's been held scoreless the last 2 games for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, Potter hasn't played a whole ton of this season at all. She's looking to just get some more minutes in. Mari McKnight getting set to check back into the game for the Cardinals. She'll head in as she is going to replace Destiny Perry, who's going to get some rest after playing almost the entire first quarter. We have 2.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. The only player the Cardinals haven't seen on the court yet has been center Jocelyn Fogel, who was supposed to start, but that was a last-second scratch. She is slated to play a little bit today, we hope. Here's Beatty. Second left of the shot clock. Shot clock violation, Hagerstown. Beatty couldn't get the shot off in time. Cardinals back with possession, leading by 13 points. McKnight. Thomas for 3. Oh, out. In and out, but the rebound's taken by Marable, but she can't get it up in time. And stolen away by Rummel. Thomas playing good defense there. Forces Rummel to make the pass to Jariah Russell. Russell passes to somebody. I guess there was an invisible player there. Miscommunication there by Hagerstown. Ball out of bounds, possession back to the Cardinals with 1:49 to go. Thomas. Backs it up. Finds McKnight. Now McKnight to Thomas for three. Won't go. Rebound taken by Abbas. Cardinals shooting a lot of threes tonight. They normally don't do that. They're finding an opportunity here. Russell pulls up for the jumper. Won't go. Taken away by Potter. Potter finds Lauren Russell. Russell backs up looking for an opening. Finds McKnight. Now to Thomas. Thomas to Marable trying to get into the paint. Marable bounces off the side of the basket. Rebound taken by McKnight. Russell deep three. Oh, just a few feet off. It goes out of bounds. Possession to Hagerstown. Cardinals have shot 7 threes so far tonight, so they've managed to connect to just 2 of them, both coming from Lauren Russell. We've got under a minute to go in the first quarter. It's 16-3. In a game that's going about the way we expected it to go, with Hagerstown struggling to find the basket as they are missing most of their key players tonight. Thomas trying to get that steal, but collides with the ref. See what the ruling here is going to be. I gotta say, Hagerstown ball, it looks like. Thomas was trying to corral the steal, and I think it bounced off the ref's knee and went out of bounds. They're going to give it to Hagerstown, it looks like. Abbas pulls up with the floater. Won't go. Rebound taken by Thomas. Thomas over the middle to Russell. Russell. Cabbage stalk. Got it. There you go. Shot clock turned off now as we reach the end of the first quarter with 20 seconds to go. 18-3 is the score as Catonsville is just pouring it down on Hagerstown. Beatty. Less than 10 seconds to go. Russell for three. No luck. Okpali just finds McKnight. Time runs out there. 18-3 the score as we head into our first little break here between the quarters. It's all Catonsville so far. All Catonsville in the first quarter, score 18-3. The Cardinals taking full advantage of Hagerstown being short-staffed tonight. Again, only 5 players for Hagerstown suited up tonight. They've got 2 injured players and then 3 players who didn't make the trip at all. It's been a rough season for Hagerstown. They were 2-1 to start the year, but then they lost 4 straight, but they did get that big win against Nova. Meanwhile, Catonsville's trying to snap a 2-game losing streak. Catonsville's been playing some good basketball recently, especially Anna Thomas. She's been having some explosive games. Checking into the game for the first time tonight, it's going to be Jocelyn Fogel. She was slated to start, but it looks like there was a last-second change. It's going to be Fogel, Marable, Cabbage-Stock, McKnight, and Thomas on the court to start the second quarter, and same lineup for Hagerstown. Only 5 players. You know them by now. But once again, Beatty, Russell, Okpali, Abbas, and Rummel. Here's Cabbage-Stock. Cardinals going for an all-bigs lineup as they got both of their centers out there. Thomas, quick pass over to Marable, and that's going to be a foul. Keep a close track on the fouls committed, as it looks like that foul was committed by Jariah Russell. That would be her second. The last thing that Hagerstown needs is somebody to foul out because, again, 5 players. You can play with 4 players, but anything less than that, it's going to get pretty tricky. Marable to the line, misses her first. Folks, this is the last game of the 2022 season for these teams. 2023 is just around the corner, so the last game for this calendar year. Marable unable to connect on both. Oh! Jocelyn Fogel got into a little scrap there with Russell. I think they called that a jump ball. Are they going to call that a jump ball? Yes. Jump ball there. Fogel trying her best to rip it out of the hands of Russell. Rummel. Abbas. Back to Rummel. Pushed it to a corner. And has it taken out of her hands by Cabbage-Stock. Now Cabbage-Stock trying to get it to McKnight, but a little too much power. McKnight wasn't there in time, and Russell manages to steal it away. Russell. Foul in the backcourt. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Cabbage-Stock. That's going to be her first. Team's third, it looks like. Hagerstown will inbounds it here. Inbounds pass goes to Russell. Russell to Rummel. Rummel trying to get it to Beatty. Beatty struggling to keep control of the ball, manages to get it out to Rummel. Rummel over to Abbas. Abbas pushed it to a corner and fouled. Or was she? Hang on a second. Yes. Jocelyn Fogel with the foul here. Catonsville, a couple of fouls here extending this possession. Abbas. Unable to compete, stolen away. Thomas trying to go the distance as she finishes. It's 20-13, a 17-point lead for the Cardinals. Russell, stolen away by Thomas. Thomas can't complete, but Cabbage-Stock is there to try and pick it up. She can't complete the basket either. Does manage to get the rebound, hands it off to Marable, finds McKnight, and McKnight scores. There you go. First points of the night for Amari McKnight, the veteran leader of this Cardinals team. Makes it 22-3. And right now, I want to say it's a little premature, but it looks like Catonsville has wrapped this one up already. Now the question is, how many points can the Cardinals score? McKnight with the steal. Cardinals are playing tough, even though they know they probably got this one in the bag already. Cabbage-Stock, Marable. Marable, not enough power on the jumper. Fogel trying to get the rebound taken by Russell. Russell's already up to 6 rebounds, so that's something positive to take away from this first half for the Hagerstown. Deep pass to Abbas. Abbas trying to get to Beatty, and it's taken away by the Cardinals. Cabbage-Stock with the steal. Cabbage-Stock finds Thomas. Thomas to Fogel. Fogel back to Cabbage-Stock. Back to Thomas. As, oh boy, big line of substitutes about to come in for the Cardinals. Fogel, jumper. Oh, can't connect there. They're under 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Cardinals cut it close there. Russell for 3. Scoring drought continues for Hagerstown. They have not scored since about the halfway point of the first quarter. Thomas pulls up and gets the long-range jumper. Thomas is up to 6 points on the night. 24-3. Abbas for 3. Hit the upper left corner of the backboard, and the drought continues. Thomas with the rebound. Cabbage-Stock for 3. Oh, so close, just bounces off. But Fogel's able to get the rebound. There's a scrum. Jump ball's called. And possession should go to Catonsville. All right, here come the substitutes. Lauren Russell, James Kirby Jackson, Alfreda Potter, and Destiny Perry all into the game. They're going to join Jocelyn Vogel out there. As Cabbage Stock, Thomas, McKnight, and Marable head to the bench. Cardinals will throw in, looks like James Kirby Jackson will inbounds it for the Cardinals. Tries to go to risky pass to Perry. Perry boxed in, has to get out. 10 seconds are going to be left on the shot clock. It's going to be cutting it close. Perry finds Jackson. Jackson, Vogel, Vogel to Russell. 5 seconds left shot clock. Russell, oh, can't connect. Put 19 seconds on the shot clock here. Catonsville with the rebound there. Russell will inbounds it. Inbounds pass goes to Jackson. Jackson back to Russell. Russell, quick pass to Perry. Perry can't complete that move there, and Beatty gets the rebound. Here's Abbas. Stolen away by Jackson. Jackson has it knocked out of her hands by Russell. Possession should stay with the Cardinals, I believe. This Catonsville team is just relentless. I'm thinking they're trying to hold Hagerstown scoreless in the second quarter. Vogel. Nice play there by Jocelyn Vogel. That's why she is the woman in the middle for this Cardinals team. Tallest player on the Cardinals roster and showing why she plays that position of center so well. Abbas won't go. Rebound taken by Potter. Potter dishes it out to Perry. Ooh. Traveling violation is going to be called. Perry got tangled up there with Rummel. They're going to call a traveling violation on Perry. So Hagerstown got a chance to trying to desperately get some points. They've been held to just 3 points all in the first quarter. If Catonsville can hold Hagerstown scoreless in the second quarter as the inbounds pass gets tipped back out of bounds, I think by Vogel. If Catonsville can hold Hagerstown scoreless in the second quarter, it'll be one of the strangest stat lines I've ever seen, in that in the last game, Hagerstown held Nova scoreless for the entire third quarter. So a team goes from holding another team scoreless for an entire quarter to being held scoreless for an entire quarter. And that drought continues as Russell misses that jump shot. Perry pulls up, jumper. Not enough power on it, just a bit short. Ball went out of bounds, possession to Hagerstown. If the Cardinals are going to try and pull this off, they've got half a quarter to go. We got 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 5 minutes before what Hagerstown's thinking a glorious halftime that they can spend just trying to catch their breath. That's what happens when you have no substitutes available. Abbas. Rummel, back to Abbas. Abbas for three. No. Rebound taken by Akpali. And a foul's called, and a chance here for Hagerstown to finally get some points. Foul's going to be on Destiny Perry. That is her second. So it'll be favor Akpali to the line to shoot 2. And Akpali does score. Well, the score sheets will say that Catonsville almost held them to 0 points in a quarter. They can't hold them to 1. And they will so far as Akpali misses. Beatty does get the rebound though. Russell for 3. Overshoots it. Potter with the rebound. Now Potter dishes it out to Lauren Russell. Russell steps up for the jumper. Couldn't get it. Rebound taken by Vogel. Vogel needs a little bit of help. Finds Perry. Perry. Jackson. Great teamwork by the Cardinals. James Kirby Jackson gets her first points in 2.5 games. So now every member of the Cardinals has gotten points tonight. And I do mean every member of the Cardinals. Abbas for 3. Just too much of a too high of an arc on that three-point shot by Abbas. I've noticed that throughout this game. Here's Perry trying to go the distance. Potter trying to grab the rebound. Stolen away by Akpali. Pass goes out to Rummel. Rummel trying to get around Fogel. Fogel trying to draw a charge and will... No. Fogel is responsible for the foul, it looks like. This will give Jocelyn Fogel a chance to go to the line to shoot two. That one took its time on the rim. Makes it 28-5. Rummel trying to go for two. No luck there. Jackson with the rebound. Russell for three. Off target. Jump ball is going to be called. Possession will go to Hagerstown. Russell inbounds it to Rummel. Back underway we go. Hagerstown trailing 28-5 here in the second quarter. Abbas. Don't know how that play was going to work out. Abbas trying to find Akpali. Fogel going coast to coast. Cannot complete. There's a scrum for the ball. Fogel. Jump ball called. Possession will go to Catonsville. Been plenty of jump balls there, and you always get nervous when they go for the jump balls. Cardinals been pretty aggressive trying to grab them. Jackson will inbound. Russell wasn't expecting it, but still is able to corral it in. Now Russell, risky pass there to Potter, has it stolen out of her hands by Akpali, and another jump ball called. Possession will go to Hagerstown. I wonder how many jump balls have been called tonight. I think that's either the fourth or the fifth one. Might be a record for how many. Maybe a record for number of jump balls in a single game. Russell finds Abbas. Abbas trying to fight her way in. No. Hagerstown's leading scorer has been held scoreless tonight. Jackson has it stolen away by Rummel. Rummel, deep pass over to Abbas. Abbas to Akpali. Akpali manages to get the finish. And some Hagerstown fans very enthusiastic about that one, as favor Akpali with a nice play there. Got about 2 minutes to go. Fogel, double teamed, finds Jackson. Jackson, too high of an arc, but Perry with the rebound, finds Russell. Russell for three. Oh, so close. Russell has taken 7 3-point shots so far, but it's only managed to get 2. Cardinals getting ready for another subathon, I'm going to call them, as they're about to sub in 4 players. Here's Jackson. Can't complete. Perry with the rebound once again. That's her sweet spot right there. Finds Russell. Russell pulls up. And can't go. Stolen by Potter. And will go. A 21-point lead for the Cardinals, but man, that was a rough possession there for Catonsville. Just could not manage to connect with the basket. They had plenty of chances. Here's Rummel. And she finishes 28-9. About a minute to go until halftime. Now the question is, can Hagerstown get to double-digit points? Hagerstown's played much better in this second quarter than they did in the first, but it's still been a rough night for them. Jackson pulls up off the side of the backboard. Deep pass out to Rummel. Rummel trying to finish. Fogel with the rebound. Woo! Foul going to be called here. In come the subs for the Cardinals as Cabbage Stock, Marable, McKnight, and Thomas are into the game to try and finish off this second quarter. McKnight finds Cabbage Stock. Cabbage Stock to Thomas. Thomas trying a deep three. Oh, and she buries it. Oh, the Cardinals are just having fun now. It's 31-9 as Anna Thomas nails one of the deepest threes I've ever seen. Perry trying to go for the steal. Russell, 20 seconds to go. Cardinals go for a steal and another jump ball. Should be jump ball number 7, I believe? Possibly. Possession does go to Catonsville. Thomas inbounds it to Perry. See, the Cardinals are just going to dribble out this first half. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They don't really have to go for anything right now. They're up 31-9. Cabbage Stock for 3. Won't go. Bounced around. And that's going to do it for the first half. The score at halftime, it's 31-9. All Catonsville. We'll be back in 15 minutes with the start of the second half. 31-9, the halftime score, as we are getting set for the second half and the third quarter of tonight's women's basketball action. CCBC Catonsville leading Hagerstown in what has been a complete one-sided affair that was pretty much over after the first quarter, if we're being honest. Taking a look at the halftime stats here, Catonsville with 31 points, 13 of 45 shooting, 3 of 12 from three-point range, 2 of 4 from free throws, with 3 turnovers, 8 points off of turnovers, 22 total rebounds, 9 offensive, 13 defensive, 9 assists, 1 block, 18 steals, and 6 fouls. Meanwhile, for Hagerstown, just 9 points, 3 of 21 shooting, 0 of 8 from three-point range, 3 of 6 on free throws. 10 turnovers, 4 points off of turnovers, 22 total rebounds, 5 offensive, 17 defensive, 2 assists, 0 blocks, 4 steals, and 3 fouls. In terms of individual leaders for the Cardinals, Anna Thomas has 9 points on the evening so far, with Lauren Russell second with 6, then Kayla Cabbage with 4. Destiny Perry with the most rebounds with 6, with Alfreda Potter with 5 so far. Good night for her. Leading assister is a 3-way tie between Perry, Milan Marable, and Lauren Russell with 2 each. In terms for Hagerstown, leading scorer is Favor Akpali, Michaela Rummel with 3 points each. Jariah Russell has 9 rebounds, so it's been a good night for her in that department, but pretty much everything else haven't really been able to. Leading assister has been Saidat Abbas with 2. Abbas, the leading scorer this season for Hagerstown. No points so far tonight. Getting set for the start of the second half. Third quarter about to get underway. On the floor for the Cardinals, it's going to be Thomas, Cabbage, Marable, Perry, and McKnight, and it will be the same 5 for Hagerstown. Again, if you weren't with us in the start of the first quarter, start of this game, Hagerstown playing with just 5 players suited up tonight due to a combination of injuries and missing players. We're underway for the start of the second half, the hope being now for Hagerstown just to finish strong. For Catonsville, well, they're out here to have fun, and they showed that at the end of the second quarter when Anna Thomas hit that deep 3. Guess just to prove that she could. Kickball possession should stick with Hagerstown, looks like. Inbounds pass goes to Russell. Russell finds Rummel. Rummel trying to go back to Russell, wasn't ready for it. Destiny Perry tries to corral the ball. Instead, it crashes into the scorer's table, so possession will stick with Hagerstown. 11 seconds on the shot clock for the Hawks. Russell passes it straight to Marable. And Marable going to try and take it all the way. No. Her rebound attempt goes out of bounds. Possession will go to Catonsville, looks like. All right. Cabbage will inbounds it. Out to Thomas. Thomas to Perry. Perry looking for an opening. Back to Thomas. Thomas, Cabbage deep 2. Won't go. Hagerstown takes the rebound. It's Abbas. Abbas getting tripped up by Perry. Trying to go coast to coast. Won't. Perry with the rebound. Abbas still scoreless so far tonight. Perry going coast to coast. Can't connect. Rummel with the rebound. Rummel finds Abbas for 3. Rebound taken by McKnight. Tough night for Saidat Abbas. Deep pass to Marable. Marable trying to finish. Misses the basket. No one has scored so far. We're about 2 minutes into this third quarter. Abbas can't corral that pass. Bounces off of her into the hands of Perry. Perry, McKnight. McKnight can't connect. Cabbage trying to go to the basket. Rebound taken by Polly. Cardinals now doing a full court press there. Bit odd to do when you're up as high as they are, but I guess they can. Rummel for three. In and out. Rebound taken by Cabbage Stalk. Quarter three, Thomas just bounces off. So we're still scoreless, almost 3 minutes into this third quarter. Not a lot of stoppages in play either. Rummel trying to find Akpali, stolen away by the Cardinals. Hagerstown just has made some poor decisions all game long, as now McKnight, ooh, had to get past Abbas for that, but McKnight finally ends the scoring drought as timeout is called by Hagerstown, I believe. Well, the good news for Hagerstown is this is their last game of this calendar year. Their next contest comes January 11th when they face Anne Arundel Community College. Catonsville, meanwhile, this is not their last game. They have one last game this month. They play Camden County Saturday the 17th. Then they're back in action in January after winter break, taking on Beaver County on January 8th. So for Hagerstown, at least they have some time to replenish their roster. I gotta say, for Catonsville, it's nice to see that the Cardinals have gotten this far. Last year around this time, Catonsville was having difficulty getting a team out there. They had a number of players had to drop off the team. A bit of a roster turnover. They had to cancel pretty much all their games in January, but they came back. They came back in a fierce way in February. Fogel, Lauren Russell, James Kirby Jackson, and Alfreda Potter have checked into the game for the Cardinals. Catonsville leading 33-9 here in the third quarter, trying to extend their lead in what is probably going to end up being their biggest win of the season, as Thomas gets a block and knocks it out of bounds. It's been a solid night for Anna Thomas so far. 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Russell trying to go all the way to the basket, can't connect. Rebound stolen away by the Cardinals. Here's Thomas. Over to Jackson. Jackson with a floater. Ball's bounced around, rebound taken by Akpali. Only 2 points have been scored this entire third quarter so far as Russell can't connect. Rebound taken by Potter. They're going to call a jump ball there? No, it looks like instead it's a violation there by the Cardinals. Hagerstown with their chance. Ooh, nice block by Anna Thomas. Just shoving it back out of bounds. Inbounds pass. Russell trying to do it herself. No luck. Ball bounces out of bounds. White ball, Catonsville with possession. Potter. Fogel. Puts it up and in. Jocelyn Fogel extends the lead. 35-9 is the score now as the Cardinals continue this blowout. Rummel. No look pass there to Beatty. Tipped around. Beatty manages to grab her own rebound. Puts it up again, and she's fouled. Should be 2 shots coming up. Let's see who is on. It's going to be on James Kermie Jackson. So that's her first. This will send Beatty to the line to try and give Hagerstown double-digit points. She will. 35-10 the score now, as Hagerstown does get 2 digits on that score column. Beatty trying to make both. No luck there. Fogel with the rebound. Fogel finds Russell. Russell to Thomas. Thomas over to Jackson. Jackson back to Thomas. Thomas back to Jackson. Jackson trying to find Fogel. Fogel has to get out of there. Dishes it out back to Thomas. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds on the shot clock now. Russell's got to take a shot. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Shot clock violation for Catonsville. That was an ugly possession. Cardinals weren't thinking there. They're up 35-10, so it doesn't hurt, but still. Steal here by the Cardinals. Russell goes to Thomas. Thomas connects. And it's an 11-point game so far for Anna Thomas. 11-point night, I should say. 37-10 the score now. Cardinals continuing their blowout. Russell finds Abbas. Abbas back to Russell. Russell, corner three. Manages to knock it down. And Hagerstown up to 13 points. Jariah Russell launches herself to the leading scorer for the Cardinals tonight. Jackson, long-range jumper, up and in. Fogel can't get the rebound. Rebound's taken instead by Hagerstown. Here is Abbas. Abbas. Here's Russell. No luck. Thomas with the rebound. She's boxed in, has to go out to Fogel. Fogel passes it back to Thomas. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Score 37-13. Jackson nails the jumper. Makes it 39-13. And Jackson takes a tumble as she's getting back into position. Laughs it off. No harm, no foul there. Abbas for three. And the scoring drought is over for Sided Abbas. Her first points of the night. So in what could best be described as a bit of an odd stat line, every player in this game has scored at least 1 point tonight. It's quite an impressive accomplishment. Hagerstown. Russell for three. Won't go. Rebound taken by Thomas. Hagerstown playing a bit better this half than they did in the first. Thomas trying to go all the way. Can't go. Rebound taken by Potter. She's knocked to the ground. Hagerstown gets another defensive stop. They have slowly but surely been getting to go. Ooh, Thomas getting all up in the face and forces a travel. Forces Akbali to travel. So I was saying, Hagerstown's had some good defensive stops, but Catonsville has had more. Catonsville sends in their next round of substitutes. Perry, McKnight, Gabbage-Stock, Marable into the game to join Fogel as the Cardinals are going for an all-big lineup here as they've got their three tallest players out there, including both of their centers, Fogel and Marable. McKnight for three. Knocks it down. Mari McKnight makes it 42-16. It's a bit funny. The Cardinals have given Hagerstown a little spark of hope here, but then immediately bury it and ice out that spark when Mari McKnight hits that three. And McKnight with a steal. Dishes it out to Cabbage-Stock. Ooh, but the pass, not enough. Too much power on the pass by Cabbage-Stock. Trying to get it to Marable. And ooh, Marable trying to go for a steal, and a foul is going to be called here. I'm going to catch Marable there for getting a bit too handsy. That should be Marable's first. A bounce pass goes to Abbas. Abbas trying to fight around. And McKnight is responsible for that foul. That's her second. One of the reasons this game has been going by so quickly, there have not been a lot of fouls that have been called. Inbounds pass goes to Beatty. Beatty off the side of the backboard, and now here's Perry. No one near her. Having a little trouble corralling the ball. Still manages to get it in. Perry makes it 44-16. At this rate, I feel like the Cardinals can just get shot clock violations the rest of the game, and they should be good. They could just dribble out the ball. It definitely feels like they could. Beatty to Rummel. Rummel. Not entirely sure what happened there. I think it got deflected off of a Cardinal player, and Abbas sends up a shot that goes over the back of the backboard and out of bounds. A foul is going to be called here, it looks like. Milan Marable, that's her first. Thomas and Russell back into the game as now the Cardinals going for a slightly smaller lineup as they pull off their centers. It's all smiles on the Catonsville bench. At least in a game like this, they can have some fun, folks. Abbas knocks down her first, makes it 44-17, and gotta say, I'll give Hagerstown credit. Their fans have come out in force for this game. Even though they are getting blown out to Kingdom Come, the fans are still supporting. That free throw shot took a little bit to get in there, but it still connects, makes it 44-18. There's Abbas with a steal. And Abbas manages to finish it off. Sided Abbas up to 5 points on the night. It's 44-20. It's only a 24-point deficit for Hagerstown. Thomas trying to get some help. Finds McKnight. McKnight. And McKnight just reminding Hagerstown, you may be getting a little bit closer to us, but not that close. 46-20, 26-point lead for the Cardinals. Here's Russell, guarded by Thomas. Good defense by Anna Thomas, and Perry manages to get the steal. Perry. Oh, can't connect, can't finish. Rebound taken by Akpali. Woo! Russell. Oh, there's a collision there between Russell and McKnight. Russell had to take evasive action to not plow into Kayla Cabbage-Stock. And there's a collision there. The last thing Hagerstown needs is a player being hurt. Jariah Russell seems to be okay, though. Inbounds pass will go to Russell. Got a minute to go in the third quarter here, 46-20 the score. Hagerstown has had their most prolific offensive quarter so far. They've scored 11 points. It's actually been quite even this quarter between the two teams. Hagerstown just in such a big hole. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Akpali won't go. Rebound taken by Cabbage-Stock. Flips it out to Thomas. Thomas for three. Knocks it down. 49-20. Cardinals trying to make this a 30-plus point advantage as they lead 49-20. Anna Thomas up to 11 points. Here's Russell. Cabbage-Stock getting handsy there. Maybe a little bit too much. It's going to be Cabbage-Stock's second foul. Inbounds pass goes to Akpali. Akpali has it ripped out of her hands by Destiny Perry. 7 seconds left on the clock. 5 seconds left to the quarter. Perry. Russell for three to beat the buzzer. Oh, she knocks it down. And is too quick even for the buzzer. 52-20 is going to be the score as we get set for the fourth quarter. 10 minutes to go until Catonsville gets above 500. 52-20 is the score, and unless we get a miracle of all miracle comebacks, it looks like it's going to be a feisty celebration for the Cardinals as they have thoroughly dominated this game from start to finish. Last quarter, Hagerstown had their best offensive showing of the game so far, but by now you have to wonder, Hagerstown's players have to be exhausted. Thomas for three. There you go. 35-point lead for the Cardinals. They're up 55-20. No look there for Hagerstown. McKnight spins away, can't connect. Rebound taken by Hagerstown. Here's Russell. Rummel for three. How about that? Rummel with three. Pushes up to 6 points on the night. Pretty solid night, all things considered, for Michaela Rummel. She's coming off a career-high 12 points in their last game. Playing well tonight so far. 5 rebounds, 5 points, 1 assist. Good night. Cardinals a little confused here as apparently they're not getting possession. Instead, Hagerstown will get possession back. 55-22. 33-point lead for the Cardinals. Here's Okpali. Great defense there by Kayla Kabachtok. Jump ball is going to keep possession with Hagerstown. Still great play there by Kayla Kabachtok. Abbas trying to beat the shot clock. Instead, going to get hit with a shot clock violation. 55-22 remains the score. Discussion between the refs here to see who's going to get possession. I think Hagerstown will stick with possession. They will. Eight minutes to go in this game. Rummel trying to find an opening. Goes to Okpali. Okpali has it knocked out of her hands by Perry. Now McKnight with a steal finds Perry. Perry shooting up, trying to go all the way, but is fouled. She will go to the basket to shoot, it looks like. That foul is going to be against favor Okpali, number 10. That's her second. Well, Hagerstown has done a very good job tonight of not fouling. They've only committed 4 fouls the entire game. Catonsville, on the other hand, a little different. Perry misses her first. She gets one more. And manages to connect on the second. Makes it 56-22. So we got 7.5 minutes to go here. Rummel. Abbas, Russell, knocked out of bounds, possession to the Cardinals. Thomas calling out plays, trying to go to Russell in the middle. McKnight is there to recover the ball. And wow, what a play there by Amari McKnight, dicing her way through traffic. Makes it 58-22. Russell, good defense here by Thomas. And defense results in a steal by Thomas. Back the other way come the Cardinals. Russell has some trouble corralling the ball, puts up a three, and is still able to knock it down. Russell's fourth three of the night. Boy, Lauren Russell has just been amazing from three-point range tonight. Gone 4 for 9. Could have hit even more. Here's Beatty. Fouled on her way to the basket. Cabbage can't believe it. That would be Cabbage third of the night, which actually puts her into a little bit of foul trouble. As here comes another round of subathon. The Cardinals subbing in as many players as they can. It's going to be Fogle, Marable, Jackson, and Potter heading into the game to join McKnight on the court. Cardinals have 3 players now pushing double digits as Beatty goes and misses her first. It's 61-22. Beatty, second. Does manage to make it. Makes it 61-23. Got 6 minutes to go here in this game. Cardinals. Right now, if I'm them, I'm spending the rest of this game trying out some new tactics, seeing if it works. Great chance to test them out. You've got the win basically secured at this point. Might as well. Fogle feints a three, instead goes to Potter. And Potter lays it up and in. Gets a good response from the fans for that one. Good to see Alfreda Potter getting some good minutes tonight. Kind of been lacking in minutes this season. The only international player on the Cardinals roster hailing from Monrovia, Liberia. Russell had her pass tipped. Somehow manages to corral it and does lay in a shot. Long range jumper there makes it 63-25. Good for Hagerstown, I guess, in this case. Good for them to put up some good numbers here. Here's Fogle. Oh, Jocelyn Fogle. She's not, you don't usually expect Jocelyn Fogle to put up threes, but there she goes, nailing another one. Cardinals have been amazing from three-point range tonight as a foul is called on Hagerstown. A charge, I believe, called against Abbas. Yep, that's her first. Only 5 fouls the entire night for Hagerstown. Again, I cannot state this enough. They really understood the objective coming into tonight's game. They could not have anybody foul out or have any trouble, and they've done a great job at preventing that. About 5 minutes to go in this one. Here's McKnight. Potter to Fogle. Fogle has it knocked out of her hands. Hagerstown will take possession back. Fogle not really happy about that, trying to explain her case to the bench. Gotta say, I think this is the happiest I've seen this Catonsville team this season. They've had a rough start to the season, some difficult games where they didn't get the results they really wanted to, and of course, there's losing both their contests to Harcum, which has to sting, especially after that first game they came so close. But it's good to see them get a good win here tonight, even if this win was, in a way, kind of guaranteed. Good defensive stop there by the Cardinals as Fogle gets the rebound, hands it off to McKnight. 4 minutes to go. McKnight finds Marable. Marable with the jumper. And the Cardinals are pushing close to 70. 67-25 is the score. If the Cardinals couldn't get up to 75 points, it would be a 50-point victory for them. And I think they can do that. McKnight trying to get the steal, knocks it out of bounds. Hagerstown will keep possession. Once again for the Hawks, a much-needed break for them. Coming up, as their next game isn't until Wednesday, January 3rd. Abbas for three, can't connect. 7 points tonight. You know what? I'll give her credit. She was held to 0 points up until the third quarter, finally started scoring. Fogel trying to go all the way, can't connect. Hawks get possession again. And if you have to give credit to Hagerstown for another factor for this game, they have gotten quite a few stops tonight. 35 total rebounds. They're actually about just under the same number of rebounds as Catonsville's had. So give Hagerstown credit. They have played valiantly tonight. Just haven't been able to capitalize. Made a lot of mistakes and haven't been able to score as much. Russell pulls up. Off target. Gets her own rebound, though. It's a fresh shot clock, too. About 3 minutes to go. Russell finds Rummel. Rummel, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Tries to get it to Russell. Russell has it stolen away by McKnight. Good defense there by Marable. Here's McKnight. Jackson. Can't go all the way. Not enough power by Jackson. And Abbas steals it away. Marable playing good defense there, trying to force a mistake by Abbas. Under 3 minutes to go. Abbas. Russell. Russell. Rummel. Rummel knocks McKnight to the ground to try and get it to Folly, and a charge is going to be called against Rummel. That's her first, team's 6th overall. In come the subs once again for the Cardinals as Russell, Perry, Cabbage Stock, and Thomas are into the game. I think we've seen the last of McKnight, Fogel, Potter, and Jackson for the night. Jackson and Potter with 4 points each. Fogel with 6 points. McKnight with 11. Thomas finds Perry. Marable goes for the shot. Thomas is caught for a foul there. Well, folks, at the end of each game, we like to give out our little Player of the Game award. The award I like to give out to the player who had the best overall performance for their team. A lot of players to choose from tonight as we got about 2.5 minutes to go. Pretty difficult to say, but I think... Oh, here's a steal by Anna Thomas. We'll hold off on that thought. Foul's called. 2 shots coming up for Thomas. I think if I had to give it to anybody tonight, I think I'd have to give it to Anna Thomas. Great defensive performance overall, 17 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. She's also not a single foul tonight. Great night for Anna Thomas overall. Lauren Russell does deserve a shout out as well. 4 of 9 from 3-point range for 12 points. And hell, I'll even throw in Destiny Perry's name. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 points. All around great night for her. Again, any one of them could get the award, but I think I'm going to have to go with Thomas tonight because when it comes to the defensive stats, Thomas has just been incredible tonight. Some great defensive stops, plenty of steals. I think in her very first minute out on the court, Thomas recorded a steal. That's what she's been doing all season. And she's been doing much of this all season. She's been doing much of this off of the bench. That's the incredible thing. Most of her best nights where she scored upwards of 27 and 36 points have come off the bench. Akvali. Hagerstown trying to finish strong here, trailing 68-25. Ball knocked out of bounds. Possession will go over to Catonsville. Remember to stick around, folks. CCBC Catonsville's YouTube channel. We do have the men's contest coming up after this between these two teams, Hagerstown and Catonsville. There's hope we could get maybe a bit more of a back-and-forth game in that case. Turnover committed there by Catonsville. Hagerstown back with possession. 1.5 minutes to go. Rummel trying to go the distance. Wasn't able to connect. Rebound taken. And a score by Abbas. It'll give Abbas 9 points on the evening. There's Russell to Thomas. A lot of passes here by Catonsville. Didn't work. Abbas with the steal. And good pressure there by Thomas to break up that play. Hagerstown will keep possession as we have at least almost 1 minute to go. 1 minute, give it about 3 seconds extra to go in this dominant performance for Catonsville. Here's Russell. Risky pass to Perry, could not finish it. Inbounds pass. Little wonky, goes to Russell. Russell to Thomas. Thomas for three. Just a bit off target. Marable trying to get the rebound. Does manage to get it. There's a fight for the ball. Jump ball called. Catonsville's going to keep possession. I'll give credit where credit is due. Taylor Beatty tonight for Hagerstown has been responsible for a lot of the jump balls, showing a lot of hustle out there. That's just what Catonsville needs in this, that's just what Hagerstown needs in a situation like this. 44 seconds to go in a thorough dismantling of the Hawks by Catonsville. Marable won't go. Cabbage Stock does manage to finish it off, and it's a 70 burger for the Cardinals. 70-27 with 30 seconds to go. Here's Beatty. Stolen away by Cabbage Stock. Now Cabbage Stock trying to go coast to coast. Instead goes to Perry. Perry finishes. Final seconds ticking away here. 72-27. Thorough domination by the Cardinals. 10 seconds to go. Hagerstown just trying to finish this one off. Abbas puts up one last shot. No luck on the rim. Rummel tries to go for the buzzer beater off target, and that'll do it. Catonsville wins 72-27, a thorough dismantling of the Hawks. They get back to 5-4 and 1-0 in conference play. We thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. I know it wasn't exactly the thriller we were expecting, but at the end of the day, as our camera nearly goes for a ride there, at the end of the day, still a fun contest nonetheless. This is Isaac Donsky signing off. Don't go too far, folks. Men's game coming up just after this. Same channel, different live stream. We will be live for the men's game in just a few. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.